Hello, and welcome back to another pick a card reading. This reading is for people who are experiencing separation or a period of limited or no contact from their person. We'll be looking at your person and how they're feeling at the moment, what you can expect from them moving forward. There will be a little trigger warning. This reading is discussing some strange connections, so a trigger warning there to just use discernment and to be gentle with yourself. And if you feel like the message is not for you or you're not ready to hear the message, then don't be afraid to click away. So those that were mentioning about the low audio in my videos, just give me a little bit more time, and I'm working on doing a bit of research so that I can get the right equipment to make the audio and video a pleasurable experience for you. I just need a little bit more time to get the right equipment. I want to make a good choice. So that being said, let's jump into your reading. We've got group 1 on the left, group 2 is in the middle, group 3 is in the right. The time stamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using for this reading. There's also a link to my Facebook page, so if you would like a personal reading with me, you can contact me on there. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Aura Quartz, then this one is for you. So group 1, this is reading geared towards people that are in separation or having limited contact with their person. And we'll jump straight in with how they're feeling about the separation and the connection and what you can expect moving forward with this person. So how they're feeling about the separation. I've got a little pile for each section, and with this reading it's honestly hard to tell who's not talking. Like, somebody has walked away and you might resonate a little differently, but anyway, how they're feeling about the separation. First out of the gate was the Nine of Wands. Feeling a little guarded, a little wounded about what's happened between you both. Got their walls up around you. It may be you that's got your walls up and they're surrendering to your wishes. If it's you that's cut the contact, because I do feel like they really do want to speak to you. But it may be that they're afraid to speak to you too. So we've got the Hanged Man and the Five of Cups as well. So they are really in a lot of deep retrospective thought about this connection and the things that have happened between you both. So many cards. Yeah, they're feeling quite bound to you in this situation, and it seems that they are having a lot of trouble getting you out of their mind. They're feeling really sad about what's happened, a bit wounded, a bit sad about some of the things that were said between you both. We're replaying a lot of conversations around in their head, and sort of, yeah, I'm really getting that they keep thinking about things that were said, and it's making them feel really sad, and it's not really helping them move forward with their life. I feel like they might be in a state of sadness, and they're trying to move forward. I feel like trying to find happiness again, or sort of redirect a lot of their focus. They're trying to surrender to this and see the higher wisdom in this experience. They really are trying to process, but at the same time, there's a lot of emotional pain attached to the situation, because I feel they do love you very much. There's a lot of love still here. There's a lot of connection still here in some way, or like there's I feel like this is a really important connection between you both. So it's not something you can just put aside. And if it is the end, it's hard to, really move through that process, because it seems very significant. What they're doing and what they're up to. We first got the Ace of Cups, which is really nice. Then we got the Nine of Pentacles. They have the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles as well. So, they're trying to embrace their singledom, if that implies here. Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. They may be really just trying to have a little check-in with where their life is at. And I feel like they want to just sit with gratitude for what they do have, and sort of shift their perspective, and surrender to the path here, and surrender to their own mission and what's remaining to focus on in their life, and manifest some new opportunities for themselves here. They may be starting a new job, or just focusing their energy back into their work or business, that sort of thing. Like, there's a real redirection of energy, and it looks like they're doing quite well in their life. There is quite a lot of sadness around this connection, but they're trying to move on and do the best they can with what they know and with their resources. I feel like they're learning quite a bit here, and trying to just embrace yeah, a beautiful lifestyle. Like, I feel like there's a shift. They're trying to shift their lifestyle. They're trying to learn and embrace more self-love. They're really just trying to level up and sort of grow from this, as much as it does pain them at the same time. How they're feeling towards you. Ace of Swords. A lot of aces here. We've got the King of Swords, High Priestess, and the Three of Wands. I'll go through the energies we've got here. We've got Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces. Leo's quite strongly here. Libra. Yeah, if I spot another one, I'll let you know, but here we go. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius there as well with the King of Swords. So they're feeling like they've got maybe receiving a lot of clarity surrounding this connection and the things that were said between you both. I feel like they think that some of the things that you've said were quite harsh maybe, or they felt like you became a little detached from your heart when speaking to them. I feel like they are watching over you with these types of readings as you are as well. I feel like you're both watching over each other. I feel like you're both very psychically connected and bound to each other still. So there's still that, communication running back and forwards, even if you're not totally consciously aware of everything that's going down the line. I feel that you both trigger each other still, even at a distance, to think of each other and reconnect in those subtle ways. You may notice the synchronicities around your day that make you draw your mind back towards them and vice versa. I feel like that's what they're going through. They're seeing a lot of signs in the universe. And there's this real energy of waiting to hear from you. If it's the other way around, they're waiting for the courage to speak to you. But they're really thinking about all of the things that they would like to say to you with all of this sword energy. They would like to get some truths off their chest, I would say. If that doesn't apply, it could be that they're just really reflecting on some of the heavy, harsh truths that have already been discussed between you both, but they do seem to be waiting for the right timing to come forward and speak to you. They're feeling, really intuitively connected to you still. And I feel like waiting for an opportunity to hear from you or to talk to you. What they want to happen in this connection... So we've got the Four of Swords. First of all, they would like healing. They would like to enjoy this time apart, I guess. I feel like maybe if the initial break in contact was very painful for them, they've since managed to settle their energy a little bit and work with some of this energy to heal and find a bit of self-love again. So they're, as much as you can enjoy such a thing, they're enjoying that period of rest, rejuvenation, and sort of trying to take care of themselves in new ways, trying to really, I feel like they don't share a lot of what's going on in their heart space with other people, so they sort of maybe just shut down and sleep a lot. That could be the case. Or they could be some sort of escapism for them, but mostly I feel like they're just going deep inside their own space here. We have the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. They would like communication. That's what I'm getting from this. Whether it's maybe it's you waiting for communication from them. They're just, I guess, in this rest period before they can communicate, if that applies. If it's you that they're waiting to hear from, then that's clearly indicated here. They would like lots of communication back and forwards. Maybe somebody's waiting on a response. Somebody might have been left on red in this connection, and they really want a response from that. They're wanting to let you know how hard this has been for them, and perhaps offer an apology, or perhaps it's to acknowledge how hard they know this has been for you. But the Page of Cups can often indicate an apology. It could be that they would like an apology from you. Like I said, you're going to have to, pick who's who in this reading, because it is a little tricky to tell. Maybe you both need to apologise to each other. But it's been a really trying, testing time, and it's costing them a lot of their own personal inner strength to, sort of take the rest that they need to take and surrender to what's in front of them right now and look after themselves. But they definitely would like a lot of communication from you, and they're finding it hard to not have that. What action they will take towards communicating with you? They're uncertain at this time. They are watching over you quite a lot, I feel. Well, like I said, with these readings, they could be a reader themselves, or yeah, they're really watching over maybe your social media or just checking you out, maybe, finding out through friends or something like that. That's the sort of energy that I'm seeing here where, yeah, that's what they're going to be doing first. They're going to sort of just and and think about it and sort of go through their process of what they're feeling and what they want to say to you. There's a lot of anxiety about speaking to you, Nine of Swords and Ten of Pentacles. I think there's a lot of worries here about if you've moved on, or if maybe they feel like they can't give you everything that you deserve or need from a relationship. Maybe they're not on your level. They may feel like they're not on your level. And yeah, you may get communication from them that's a little bit confused if they haven't taken enough time to process how they're feeling. I feel like there could be someone here as well that has an established life. Maybe somebody in this reading is a parent that has children they need to look after, or a business that they're very busy with, and so it's like someone's feeling left outside of the establishment. If you can see in the imagery here, we've got this beautiful home, family and community energy here in this card, and somebody's really grieving this and feeling on the outside of it, and having a lot of anxiety about their ability to or worthiness to obtain this sort of energy you see in the Ten of Pentacles, with that long-term success and stability. There's a lot of anxiety about that. There's a lot of anxiety about reaching out. There's so many ways in which they think they should reach out to you. Like, they could maybe write you a letter, maybe write you a poem, paint you a picture, that sort of thing. Like, I feel like they really, maybe they get an idea, I could communicate this to them, and no, that's not it, or it's not the time, that sort of thing. There's a lot of up in their head, and they're just sort of, I see this stop-starty sort of energy where they're like, they feel maybe an impulse to communicate, and then no, for whatever reason. Advice for you. We have the Sun. Just continue to grow. The Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Judgment card. Right, so with the Sun and the Judgment card on either side of this reading, it shows that you have so much to be grateful for, and you've got a path that's calling towards you, a path of inner growth that will expand out and touch all of the people that you come across in your journey. I'm feeling like you're a very influential person, or something about you and your journey touches people in a way that really helps them move forward their own and through their own blockages. And it's a really expansion and growth energy that I see here. This is your advice to really take the reins back, or step into this energy of your own liberation and empowerment, because you've got some things to do here, is what I feel. Right, and in the middle we had the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So you're taking a moment to reflect on the journey so far and how much you've been through in this situation, and how it's maybe left you feeling like this is an unrequited love situation, or that your needs have not been met, or maybe you got what you thought you wanted and it didn't turn out to be exactly how you hoped it would be, and you've invested so much time and energy into it that it's hard to unplug, and it's hard to not feel disappointed for the things that haven't worked out. But sit in contemplation of this, absolutely, because that's the process you need to move through to take the wisdom from it and apply it in your life and share it with others too. But the advice that bookmarks this energy here is, the Sun and the Judgment. So it's letting the light in on this situation, really seeing it for what it is, and following that calling, that judgment calling you've been feeling. It's like a new way of life. It's stepping into your power. It's not letting this hold you back anymore. If this does come back around, that's great, but for the meantime, you have so much to focus on and so much to be grateful for in your own life that needs nurturing, your own self. And you have so much, I feel like you've got a lot of things to do. And it's like the Spirit wants to say, don't let this hold you down any further. Just get to work, get going. So there's some channeled messages here, some of those little dino messages, if you've seen them. The bottom deck energy for that was actually, I'm coming back. They're just handwritten notes here. So we've got too many people involved. That could be to do with other family commitments and things like that may have come between you both and made it hard to make this move in a harmonious trajectory. So too many people involved. It could mean a number of things. I'm sorry. I worry you will move on. I'll show you the dinosaurs. They're cute. I'm struggling with anxiety. You deserve so much more. I miss you so much, and you are so special. We also have from the Hermit Tarot a whole bunch here as well. We have think before you act, so there could be a little concern that you may move on like we saw before, or we've got strength. There's a number of 8s that came through here as well, so I do see that you may have been on this cycle with this person. It could be on again, off again for some time. We've got I'm too afraid to talk to you, another 8. I just want space. Ace of Swords, so they're definitely thinking a lot about this connection, maybe getting a bit of answers in their own way, a lot of mental processing, and really thinking about what they want to say to you and what's been said. I'm too afraid to talk to you again. Do you even care? I want you, another 8. Be more selfish, and they would like you to absolutely step into your own power. They do want to see you grow in many ways in your life, and they want to see you be more selfish and, you know, take action for yourself. We've got you make me want to do bad things. There's still a lot of magnetic pull between you both. They do feel still quite attracted to you. Reach out. So that could go either way. It's whether they want to reach out to you or they want you to reach out. And we've got you are wrong. So they may feel like an opinion or a judgment you had upon them was not correct. They may feel that way. The other oracle card, the one you chose for this reading, was My Beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So I'll leave that there with you, group 1. This is your separation reading. I hope that gave you some sort of comfort or understanding about where your person's at. And I look forward to reading again soon. Thanks, group 1. Hey, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Rhodonite rock, this one is for you. This is such a favorite of mine, and I often associate this one with self-worth and self-acceptance, like radical self-acceptance. I think this is one of the most emotional stones I have. Nothing has invoked such feelings inside of me and the people that have worked with this particular one that I've seen before. Oh, other than Lemurian seed, that's probably pretty potent. But yeah, Rhodonite, look into it if you haven't already. It's an amazing crystal. I think it actually also works on bruises too. I think you can like hold it on your bruise. There's evidence of that if you Google it. Anyway, maybe you're feeling really bruised, okay? Maybe that's why I'm talking about it. So this reading is about separation and no contact. So maybe it's been a while since you've heard from your person. We're going to be looking at how they're feeling about the separation and maybe what you can expect from them. A couple of channeled messages cards, some of the little dino messages, and an oracle card there at the end. So I'm going to start actually with the underlying energy of this reading, and it was the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. She is a very self-made woman. She has been through a lot of great feats and just known to trust in the cycles and come back to simplicity to heal herself time and time again is what I'm feeling here. Don't get hung up on the gender. Sorry about that, but you know. Right. How are they feeling about the separation? How your person's feeling? First card out was the Tower. Next was the Two of Swords. They don't know what to do. They're feeling so lost at this time. They're really feeling it. I feel like this could have been a marriage breakup. I see an indication that you could be going through court with this person, or some sort of settlement with this person. That could be the case here. But they are seeing like no way forward at this point. I feel like they're maybe lost a little bit of hope in this connection, and the Tower, I feel like things might have ended really abruptly. I feel like they were blindsided and didn't see this coming. And I'm hearing somebody say, well, shock, horror, like they should have seen this coming. How could they not see this coming? I was tested time and time again. There's somebody out there, that's what I'm getting from someone. But they're feeling really, really devastated at the loss here as well. It may be them that's walked away. I'm not sure who's walked away here. You'll have to choose who fits what in the narrative, but they're really feeling the the loss here with this Tower moment, and it's like their whole world is crumbling. Like maybe they really invested a lot of energy and hope into this connection, and to see it crumble is really devastating for them. They're having a lot of trouble finding which way to go forward. I feel like there's two stories going on in their head at once, where one is one of, it's actual spirit. They're whispering, saying this is going to be okay, you can move through this, and there's so much to learn here, and all of that. That voice is there for them, but there's this louder voice there as well that is just absolutely pushing them down into some deep pits of despair. A lot of fear about you moving on, and things like that, or how to move on for themselves as well, not just with other people. And I mean, like, moving on in their life, like what steps to take, maybe they need to rebuild a whole life if that's the case here, and they're just really feeling a lot of loss. They could be like sort of escaping in alcohol or something like that. That may be the case, but that won't be for everybody. They're just feeling it. What they've been doing, what they're up to at the moment, a bit of a double layer here. I feel like they might put on a mask for some people. They're trying to reconnect and enjoy their friends, I'm feeling, some of them anyway. Other people are a big siren coming past. They could be in a state of emergency in that way as well. You've got to take the sounds as signs. So, yeah, they could be reconnecting with their community and trying to find a sense of grounding. They're really taking stock and reflecting on the journey that they've been through so far and how much they've learned from you. I do feel like they felt there was a significant spiritual component to this connection, and they're really reflecting on that. They're feeling quite guarded about their movement forward and what they can do to get out of this situation. They are feeling quite wounded. At the same time, I feel they're trying to, put on a happy face and do, connect with the community. They're feeling hope as well for the future. They're trying to feel hope again, as sort of, I don't feel like it's always there for them though, because it is really hard to process or move on with life. I feel like they are, actually really focusing on investing in new connections. Maybe they could be, and I don't just mean a romantic connections. I more feel like it's to do with work or just community and social life, like friends or people that resonate with them. Maybe they're feeling, some people might be connecting with people that have been through similar relationships like this and sort of getting advice from other people. So there's that sort of energy there that they may be connecting with people to get, like, as a sounding board, or other people that have experienced what they feel they've experienced here. They are, but there's also a lot of, like, they spend a lot of time alone and closed off as well, I do feel. I feel tempted to look into it a bit more. Just get the Rider deck. I accidentally split it and we got the Five of Cups. So yeah, again, a lot of sadness in their energy around this. So what are they up to outside of this? What are they doing with their life? Is there any more indication there on what they're doing with their life? Take that one. Oh, jeez. Nine of Wands again. I saw the Five of Cups before. Nine of Wands is here twice. They're not sure how to move on. They're feeling really, really guarded and wounded by what's happened. They don't know what to do, but they are still, like, I do feel they have, I don't know if it's a mask or they just, maybe it's nighttime when they're alone that they go through the deeper processing and they, get on with their day otherwise. Yeah, oh my goodness. Nine of Wands to clarify the Nine of Wands. Four of Wands to clarify the Four of Wands. Right, so, that is it can be a spiritual marriage type of card as well, so they could be really reflecting on the depth of the connection in that way. I'll put those back. I'm not getting any more on what they're doing, and it's sort of, I think you kind of know what they're up to anyway. How they feel towards you, lots and lots of conflict at this time. They're feeling really heavy about this situation. They feel like this connection has a lot of burdens, or there's no way to communicate. They're feeling that there's no way to communicate with you that's light and easy, but it's always going to be gritty, or they feel like it's always going to lead back to another fight, that sort of thing. They're really finding this connection really heavy to be in or connect with. Like, I feel like, it's somebody in this connection at least, is feel like it's both sometimes, hey, where you just feel drained by each other, feel drained just by communicating sometimes, and making some plans here with the Two of Wands for the future. They feel like you are making plans to move forward in the future as well. They feel like you're maybe someone who's pretty confrontational in regards to them, and they may see you as being quite anxious yourself as well with moving forward. I feel like they feel a lot of anxiety towards you mostly. I feel like I do feel you're fairly grounded. I don't want to say too much though, because it feels like we could get it wrong really easily here. And I don't know how to explain that either, but yeah, they definitely feel like each time they speak to you that you are not understanding each other, or yeah, it's really hard to get through to you, and that or vice versa, it's hard to communicate. It feels heavy for you both. So what they want to happen in this connection, we've got the Justice card. So this is especially for the people that are going through a court hearing with this person, or some sort of settlement or child custody arrangements, things of that nature. Maybe it's settling a business and your assets. It's that sort of energy here. So the Justice card, they want fairness and a just verdict. They would like cooperation with the Three of Pentacles, Death card, to end this cycle. They want cooperation with you, maybe in the courtroom, or to sign a certain agreement so that everything can just end and smooth on and transform and change. It's that sort of energy I'm seeing here. But for those that aren't going through court, they would like honesty, and they would like balance and clarity and truth, and they would like to communicate to, get closure on this situation and really clear up some of the things that have been really challenging towards you both. I feel like somebody wants the truth out, or they just want a higher ruling, or they want like some sort of level of closure. I didn't go through the signs here actually, and I will do that now. We've got Libra, of course, with our Justice card. We've got Strength, Leo, Scorpio, we've got Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius. I think that's about it. Oh, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, yeah. So there's definitely what they would like in this connection is truth, honesty, maybe a ruling in a certain way in the court system, if that's the case. The courage to communicate and work together, maybe. I feel like they would like communication with you, but I also get the feeling that they want things to be above board and to not cycle back into this. Maybe it's a mediator that is required, if that applies. I just feel it gets a little serious at this part of the reading, and especially for the action that they're likely to take in regards to communicating with you. We got the Queen of Swords, so this could be communicating to you through a lawyer, if that applies. Not everybody will be in that situation though. We've got the Knight of Pentacles as well, so it also does talk to that really clear communication that is calculated, or that is planned with the Knight of Pentacles. It may be that the communication comes in very slowly. It won't be for a while that you hear from them, or it's that they're being very calculated in the way that they communicate, either through an advocate or just like a careful approach, or maybe they're recording what's being said for whatever future reference, or they're just wanting to take methodical steps in regards to communication, because they are easily emotionally triggered potentially. With the Moon card here, there's a lot of emotion still caught up in this, a lot of triggers and fears and all that sort of stuff. And then we have the Ace of Swords as well. So communication cards are here in what action they will take towards communicating. I do feel they will communicate, but it may take a while to come through, or when it does, it'll be very like planned and structured and that sort of energy. Like it'll be maybe some harsh truths, or some direct, like really sharp communication, like really, piercing through something to reveal or share, or just like assert a certain boundary, that sort of thing. It feels a bit hard. And well thought out, maybe. Advice for you, the Hermit card. So for those that are not in court, of course, maybe it's to just put your back towards this communication that may be coming in. Maybe block the avenues if you can. Maybe you don't need to receive that communication at all. With the Hermit card, it's asking you to Go within and disconnect from the outside world and find what you need. You don't need to take in maybe this communication that may come forward, unless it's court, of course. I don't advise. I'm not a legal advisor of any kind, but I, you know, leave that there. You shouldn't need those disclaimers, really. So we got the Hermit card. We got the Fool card next. And then we got the Four of Swords. So cutting cords is what I heard with the Four of Swords when I saw that. Cutting those cords, releasing and getting ready for a leap. Then that was when I flipped the deck over and saw the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. And I thought, of course. There's so much of soul wisdom that you can gain from this experience and apply to the new leap of faith that you take in life. Unplugging from this situation, absorbing all that you need to learn from it, the wisdom from the pain. And this self-made woman is like stepping back onto that path, or maybe stepping deeper into your own path of self-discovery and healing, because you have a big message to share to other people as well through your experiences. But the Fool card, the Hermit card, right? Yes, taking the time you need to heal and rest, recover, cut those cords, contemplate and reevaluate everything, I suppose. Really just being gentle with yourself. But yeah, I feel this is like a withdrawal, a disconnection, cutting cords, reconnection with self, a bit of meditation, and really like some gentle quiet time with yourself before you get ready to take this new leap of faith into the unknown, into the next part of your chapter, which is really exciting. So we have a couple of little Dino cards, like I said, and the bottom deck energy was, have I ruined everything? They're just handwritten little notes. We have, we are not compatible. Get them all. We are not compatible. I need to focus on my life. I can't be what you need me to be. You deserve so much more. I have to walk away. I'm sorry. I'm too afraid to speak to you. We have from the Hermit Tarot, sometimes I wonder if you care. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? Have I lost everything? Very similar to have I ruined everything? Light, and I do feel they may be struggling to find the light in regards to the situation. I feel the same way. I'm in so much pain. I think we should see other people. I would do anything for you. Came into reverse. So I think that's 10 of Cups. But either way, it's feeling like the happy ever after. That thing that they thought was guaranteed in their life maybe is gone, and that's the indication there with the 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Cups reversed. They're feeling that loss quite keenly. I worry about us a lot, and I'm a very jealous person, so they could be worried that you move on, or that, yeah, even if they feel like this isn't going to work, this, or you both may have come to this understanding that you can't keep going around like this, it's not going to get anywhere, or it's just come to the end of the road. There's still, like underneath everything, there's still a little, maybe a little cord of love, or a little cord of understanding for this individual that made an impression on your life. Regardless of any of the unmet expectations or needs, there's still this, I feel, compassionate little cord there that says, I see you and I do love you, and that makes it maybe a little hard to fully release and move on, I feel. The Oracle card we have is Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Only once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And that card is for you personally, Group 2, about accepting this for where it's at, you know, releasing the cords and going through the healing and taking the time out that you need, so that your situation can radically transform and you can step boldly and bravely into the next chapter of your life where so much is waiting for you. That's the thing, I feel like, holding on to this, what's happened. If you are, then it's time to, in your own time, to start that process of acceptance of the current situation so that life can transform and you can begin a new journey here. All right, Group 2, I'm going to leave that there for you. Rhodonite, self-loving, self-empowerment, self-liberation and self-acceptance type energy, this crystal. Okay, Group 2. I hope that gave some sort of comfort, clarity about your person and what's going on there, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Bye. Hey group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the tangerine quartz, then this one is for you. Alright group 3, this is a reading for people that are in separation and no contact, like the title says. We're going to be looking at your person and how they're feeling about the separation, and maybe what you can expect from them. Okay group 3, so I feel like I needed that deep breath. Alright. How they're feeling about the separation. Oof. Okay. First out was the World card. So they acknowledge that this separation might be final for you both. Maybe it's been that you've had separation in the past, but this one feels different. They are ready to close out this cycle with you. I do feel like there's still like acknowledgement of friendship here as well. Like they still have love and care for you. But at this time, they do feel that this connection, it's time to finish that and move forward in life. They're not sure which direction to go, and they do feel like there's a lot of opportunities before them. I do feel that they felt like this connection made something in their life feel a bit stagnant and a bit stuck, and so they're maybe in feeling like they can get moving again now. Or it could be that at the end of this connection, they've travelled and moved away. They could have flown somewhere new or just completely made some big changes in their life to move away or move forward. Your person, it's really indicated here that they've closing out this cycle and just willing to get going forward and grow and move from this. They do are still processing a lot of the communication that was had between you both, but the direction forward is not totally clear. I'm getting here with this 8 of Wands to the 7 of Cups. There's a lot of options before them, but they are looking forward to positive growth in their future, and they do feel like it was definitely time to end this connection, and they have a lot of appreciation for all of the experiences they've had with you and what they've learned from this connection, because it looks like it's been a pivotal connection, something that's really left an impression on your heart, or on their heart, sorry, both of your hearts. And there is, they do feel they've got to move forward. Life is moving forward without them, maybe. It's like that feeling that, it's like some inevitable current that's just taking them away, sort of feeling. And they've got to go with it, and they're aware of that, and they're a bit nervous and maybe not sure about how it's all going to work out or what directions exactly to go in, but they do trust that this is right for them and it's going to bring them a lot of happiness and healing and growth. There's a lot of positivity in their nature. The astrology cards we've got here is Leo, Gemini, Leo again, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, and yeah, that'll be about it for now, unless something else jumps out. Where am I now? So what they've been doing with themselves, what they're up to now that the connection has gone silent, or they've moved on, or whatever's happened here in the separation. The 6 of Swords, they are moving through this transition, right? They're releasing the heavy baggage of this connection. They don't want to take anything that was harsh in this experience to jade their perceptions moving forward and entering new connections. They don't want to take wounds from this. They want to take wisdom, is what I'm getting here. They do maybe, I feel like they internalize a lot of their dark, stormy energies and feelings. They may not share too much with other people. The heavier stuff, and what they share with others seems to be more of their positive nature, like what they're looking forward to moving forward into in their life, or what they're looking forward to embracing or changing, like that sort of energy. I feel like they're not really talking to people about the harder stuff that they're processing with this, because it's not easy for them either. They understand that this has been a big experience for them. Maybe it's been a traumatic experience as well. That could be the case. But they feel they don't want to allow this experience to jade them, is what I keep feeling with that card here, that they want to move through this transition with grace and ease and to release. They've been enjoying reconnecting with friends potentially, or siblings or family. 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups, they're reuniting with friends that they may have not seen for a while. There's definitely an indication of travel. Maybe at the end of a breakup, someone's gone for a little getaway to catch up with some friends. That definitely could be indicated here, or they're planning to do that maybe as well. They could also be throwing themselves into their work or their creative endeavors with the Eight of Pentacles, like not really wanting to be distracted too much by anything around them other than the success that they want to draw into their life, or, you know, their work and the things that they're working on. In that way, it could be study and stuff as well. What do you call it? Where you become a better you. How have I lost the word for it? Self-empowerment, that's not even it. What's the thing people do? How have it slipped my mind? Anyway, working on themselves, wanting to be a better person in their emotional energy, or maybe the way they learning to ground themselves through experiences. It's self-improvement? No, that's not it either. I can't use. Somebody comment for me here. You know what I'm talking about. Some people go and see life coaches to get support in communities in that sort of way. Just to focus on what's important and not really, like, just, I feel like they do keep a lot of the heavy stuff in this to themselves, and as they redirect their energy or refocus on what's going to bring them nurturing, just in the background they're quietly transmuting and processing this experience they've had with you. So they're feeling pretty good, I feel. Like outside of that, they're feeling like maybe they're getting a lot of recognition for their work, or they're reinvesting their energy into things that are bringing them a better outcome. Whether that's, you know, stepping up in their community, or just reconnecting with friends and helping them feel a bit like themselves again. I feel like there's a bit of finding self again energy here, or rediscovering new things that might make them feel happy or feel successful. They're definitely working towards success, and they don't want, there's like as much as they don't want to be jaded by this experience, they're also very what's the word? I can't believe I've lost my word so much here. They're just really conscious of what's happened here. There's no rose-coloured glasses anymore, if that applies. And so they're really aware of some of the toxic things that might have happened in this connection, and they're not ignoring that. They're just keenly aware of what they don't want in that regard. And I feel like they're feeling confident that if that sort of thing comes up again for them in a connection in the future, they will be able to identify that and, you know, cut it off quickly, or, you know, learn from those lessons a lot easier in the future. I feel like there's this sense of maturity and balance inside them in the way that they're feeling, in the way that they're processing this. Like they're choosing not to be heavily wounded is what I'm feeling. They're choosing this consciously. And although it is hard and hurts, I just feel like they're incredibly wise. Like I'm really getting this, like I almost want to squeeze them. I don't know, it's so weird. I want to hug them. I'm proud of them. They're really strong, like, yeah. All right, anyway. That felt like a real thing there, and I feel like I could go on about them for ages. So, how they're feeling towards you at this time. We've got the Lovers card in reverse. So, you know, there was definitely, you know, huge magnetic attraction between you both, a real recognition of each other's energy, and when you came together, that it created something else that was just so special. And I do feel like they understand that sort of energy can't be, reproduced anywhere else. Like it can't be something that you can make again. It was a very unique experience is what I'm feeling with this card, but it also came reversed. So there's acknowledgement here that maybe there was some codependency and a lack of communication and a lot of disharmony in this connection as well. As much as the passion may have been very hot and heavy, at the same time, things were not balanced, and there may have been a level of codependency or something like that in the connection. And I feel like it's not harmonious to the bigger dream that they want in their life. Like maybe it was that this connection was purely sexual and not grounded, or maybe it was just that you didn't have the same expectation or common life goals, or you didn't seem to be working towards the same dream is what I'm getting. Like not on the same page is how they feel. They feel like you weren't on the same page, and maybe they feel like you both are working towards different, you know, your paths are going different ways because of personal choices that you're making, or just the things that you generally want in life. As much as you could be really compatible in so many ways, the reality of the life you want to live may not align with this person, just because the time you spend is so fun or invigorating and that sort of thing. It's really hard to fit such an expensive and feeling type connection into some box. That may be the case here. We also had the Hangman and the Five of Wands too. So they are in deep reflection of all of the arguments and disharmony in this connection, is what I'm feeling here. Not that way. I should swap hands so I can see it on the screen. So yeah, right, they're just re-evaluating the direction they want to go as well. They do feel still quite bound to you, but they're releasing that as well. They're trying to release that, trying to just come to the acceptance as well that you both may want different things out of a connection or out of the bigger picture in life, and that just it's a matter of reviewing. I feel like they're doing a bit of reviewing of why it wasn't harmonious, because they do feel still drawn towards you, and I feel like they may still want a connection of friendship at least with you, maybe, if that's possible, but they also want to keep a balance and because I just feel like you have a good time together, and sometimes that can cause you both to forget how disharmonious it can be sometimes, and then you come back into a cycle, and they don't want to do that. There's a lot of reflection going on for them and how they're feeling. They feel like you both want different things, but they do have a lot of love for you as well. What they want from this connection, right? We got a bunch here. They would love to have communication and a light-hearted connection with you. They would love to still know you. They would. I do feel they would love to maybe possibly bring it into a friendship state, but there's some doubt about their ability to do that with the Nine of Wands. They're not sure. As much as they would love to know you and have you in their life, it could be that the conflict is too much. Maybe there's too much water under the bridge, or maybe it's that you find yourself back into, like I said before, like you forget about it, you have a good time, and then you find yourself back butting heads again because you're not compatible. But there's so many things that draw you in. So, as much as they would love communication and they would just really would be a wish fulfillment to connect with you, they're also feeling like they need to walk away as well, and they need to end the cycle. Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Cups. They're feeling a little bit wounded about this, and I feel like they've lost a bit of hope in regards to it. So their desire for the connection is for things to change and to remove self from the situation. It's very much this Six of Swords energy where they're the Ace of Swords probably fits in there. I wouldn't have said it accidentally. So that's clarity. So they've definitely got the information, the clarity that they need to finally make that decision and release from their heart space with the Eight of Cups and move forward into a new horizon. They just feel balanced and mature about the way they're going about it. But deep underneath, they do wish for light-hearted communication with you. If that's not possible, it doesn't mean that wish isn't still there. Like, it could be totally impossible for you. Maybe you're both blocked and you're never going to speak again. That could be the case for you. But deep down, I just feel like it's more like they wish things could have been different. They wish there could have been more lightness. They would like to see change and release the heavy stuff. They would like to see a new cycle, maybe. Some people might like to see a new cycle in friendship, maybe. But for the most part, I feel they want to walk away at least far enough to get themselves situated in their life again, and then maybe could consider that. But they feel the cords are so distracting, and it's important to disconnect and rebuild. So what action they're going to take towards communication? We have the Tower card first, so likely not much communication from them. The High Priestess is a non-active energy, non-action based energy. It's internal. So you could feel them cutting cords from you. You could feel the, energetic release. A bit of a drink. Try to be quiet with my bottle. So yeah, they could be checking in on you through their own intuition, like feeling you, having readings done, that sort of thing. They could be watching over you a little bit in that way, or just psychically, because I do feel the cords are still there, but you could feel them consciously disconnecting those cords and cutting them. You may be still having a bit of dreams about each other as well. There's still tethers here, but for the most part they are working on releasing that, and I feel you can feel that too. The death card's here now as well. Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. They oh, that was the ace I mentioned before. Okay, I'm not sure when I said it. I could have been holding this in my hand at the time. That might have been why I said it. I don't know. But yeah, we've got a decision made here to release this cycle, to finish this with this cycle of connecting, to end the relationship with the Ten of Swords. I don't think you can. Oh, look, if you did get communication from them, I'm feeling like it would be to let you know that their decision to move forward is one that they have made. Not an easy decision to make with the Tower card, but they are following their intuition and acknowledge that they need to make changes in their life, and one of those changes is the decision to end this connection, and they may clarify that for you if you hear from them. For a lot of people, I don't know if you will hear from them though, because it does feel a little like over. But you would already know that, I'm feeling. I've got to put a trigger warning at the start of these readings, I think, but separation and no contact is trigger warning enough, isn't it? Because these experiences are really hard on the heart space. So your advice at this point moving forward, we first had the Five of Cups. Grief. Allow yourself to grieve this connection and to feel your emotions as they come through. Be gentle with yourself as you feel them. The Strength card is next. You are learning so much courage and strength from this connection and from the way that you nurse and nurture yourself during these times of sadness and loss, grief and pain. This is a real time to be there for yourself. Be there for your inner child as well. This could be an inner child wound that has been triggered from this connection. When we see this Leo energy here with the Five of Cups, you may find a synchronicity or something about this connection may mirror some of your childhood conditioning or relationships you grew up in, the people that raised you. And then we have the Temperance and the Queen of Pentacles. What was on the bottom of the deck? Queen of Cups. Okay, that's nice as well. Queen of Cups. Feminine doesn't matter, but it's a real nurturing energy. It's a real intuitive energy. It's soft and compassionate. So, is that the right way? No. Mind me. Right. So yeah, the advice here is to have courage to step into this emotional purging process. And find balance and find healing and find new things that you can do for yourself to bring about nurture and comfort, not running into old cycles or escaping, but rather really facing these feelings head on, being courageous to move through this and not run away from it, because this experience, once you've come into balance and really harmonized the tension of opposites of this experience and accepted it as a totality, so much change will come in for you. And this is the self-made healing woman, the Queen of Pentacles. She has been through so much. She knows to trust the cycles of life. She knows when to surrender and let go. She knows what needs to be let go of for the nurturing of her environment and everything that relies on her and her own self. Like, this is, don't get hung up on the gender, of course, but this is somebody, look at the poise. This is somebody who is self-made, and she's definitely found herself here before. She's definitely found herself here before, but through courage and strength and applying the wisdom that she has, surrender and balance, a surrendered and balanced approach to all of the challenges that come up. She grows and she learns, and she looks back on her journey with a sense of personal pride for what she's overcome as well. So the advice is to step into this self-healing energy and move through the process. So we have some Dino cards here as well, little Dino messages. They're just handwritten ones. The bottom deck energy of this was, I have to walk away. These are from your person. They are saying, we are not compatible. I'm working on myself. Please move on. I've given up hope. I have things that I struggle to tell you. good things are coming, a new connection is on the horizon, and these came together. So I feel like that what they wanted to tell you here, I mean, they could be feeling that for their own life, that good things are coming, you know. I do feel they felt like this connection may have held them down in some heaviness, and so they are looking forward to better times, but they want to say that to you, that good things are coming, and that they do feel there's a new connection on the horizon for you that will maybe be more compatible for you. They're at least hoping that you find somebody very special, and they would like to want to know you still and be friends with you still, but that could be a little different for everyone. You'll know, I feel. All right, so first cards to come out here with the Ace of Swords, and then maybe. So, you know, they're not certain if they can communicate with you. There may be times when they feel like they want to say something, but they are afraid to go into a cycle of fighting because maybe what they want to tell you they know is something you don't want to hear. They say, I am terrified. I want you to choose. I do feel like this love scares me. I want you to choose. What came through when I pulled that? It was something about wanting you to choose better things for your life. They want you to choose to rise up. They want you to choose this Queen of Pentacles energy and to, you know, grow from this experience like they're choosing to do as well. We have, I can't even look at you right now. We have, you have so many choices and options. They may feel like they were not always your first option. That could be the case. I just dream and wish for everything. I still don't have all of the answers. What do you want? And I need more time. Group 3, that's from your person. And I just have 2 oracle cards here to finish off your reading as well. These are for you. 2 came out. We have wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. I took that one because of the Queen of Pentacles. What am I doing? And that's what she's all about. She's letting nature take its course. She trusts in the cycles. She knows when it's time to take action and when it's time to surrender and let go. And this is about, don't rush this process. I know you may be in a lot of pain right now and there's a grieving process you need to go through, but don't rush it. Don't run away from it. Move through it with grace and trust that there will be a purging period and you will liberate, you will feel lighter. And we have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. And just, wait, allow nature to take its course. That's for you, group 3, okay? I'll leave that there, group 3. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it gave you some sort of understanding of where your person's at and maybe a little bit of comfort to help you release. I'm sending a lot of love out to you, group 3. I look forward to reading again soon. Bye.